Hello friends, welcome to Squared Plans. I'm Stephanie and today we're going to be setting up our wellness spreads for the next week in July. And I've got these Girl Boss Anna awesome washi tape stickers that I'll be using, as well as this sticker book, which I'll pull from. So this is the third week of the July Plannable Challenge, and this week's theme is Gradient of Color. So if you'd like to participate, go ahead and post your spreads up on Instagram using the hashtag PlannableJuly2022. We'd love to see what you come up with. Okay, you guys, I definitely did some pre-planning, as you can see here on my wax paper. I wanted to just get a feel for these guys. I was sent these from Anna over at Girl Boss Anna, so I picked out rainbow colors. There are two different sets that I mixed into one to make this one spread, but I really love how it turns out. So the way that they are designed is just like a running strip of watercolor swatches. And they break off. You don't even have to cut it. It's like pre-perforated, so you can just rip them off and put them there on the sheet, and you get a ton of them on each roll. So it's really great, especially if you like to add a little extra watercolor to your spreads. I definitely love watercolor feels in my planner, so I was really excited to just try them out and see how they worked, and just, you know, if I could make something interesting with them. The design is pretty much the same, so each one looks very similar, although there's like a top and a bottom, or you know what I mean, it has a little bit of variation top to bottom, so you can switch them around and reverse them to create, again, some variation. And I tried a few things before the video got started. I did try doing them horizontally on the page, and I kind of like that, but I wasn't really sure how to make it work. And just tried some other things, and also got some really good ideas on how to use them under the hashtag GirlBossAnna over on IG. I saw some really creative uses for these. If you want to know more about that and are interested in these rolls, I just wanted to give you a heads up. There's been some really cool ones, and I have some ideas too, maybe in the future, that I could do with these as well. But this is the design I settled on, and you can see it's pretty easy to put together with these colors. I just basically did a rainbow spread with, a specific color on each day. And now I'm trying to figure out how to incorporate a little bit more of the color down here in the food log section. So I thought about bringing in other stickers, going into my stash, maybe bringing in some colorful boxes for my workouts. But when I started to set up the spread, I decided that it would be just as good to have it just be pure rainbow. So I have stat stickers in a rainbow theme already, which worked out really well. And then I, have the rainbow of the watercolor swatches from Girl Boss Anna. So I wasn't sure I was going to be able to find the right color schemes for like colorful boxes or even added decor. So what I decided to do is just trim one of those washi tape swatches and cut them in half and kind of just make like a border, a vertical border on the food log area. I did think about using it horizontally again in this area too, but the vibe of this spread really was going vertical. So I had, everything kind of running vertical, and the horizontal really just broke up the composition, didn't make it feel as pleasant to look at. But I think you could do just as cute of a spread if you just had everything going horizontally, all the swatches going horizontally. And you could add it to the top, you could add it to the numbers. It overlays on top of text really well. You can still see through it, and it picks up off of the paper really easily for adjustments in case you lay it down too fast or whatever. So really great quality product. And I was really happy with the versatility of it. I really wasn't sure how I was going to be able to use it, but after, like I said, doing a little research, I really found some interesting ways to use this that I'll probably be doing in the future. So over to the sidebar, I have a quote there. It says, "Don't give up," which I pulled from the Happy Planners Cool to Be Kind sticker book from, I think it was last year or the year before now. Ooh, it might have been 2 years now. And I cut that quote because it's part of a larger quote. It says, "Don't give up," and it says, "Your daydream," which I was just showing you. But it's a really big quote, which I love, but it just wasn't going to fit in the space. And I just really liked how there was a gradient of color that really went with colors I have here on the left page. So I trimmed down the quote and then just took the "don't give up" part of it. I've also added in some stat stickers from my stash. I originally pulled some black ones and decided that I wanted it to just be more of those rainbow feels, since I wasn't really using a lot of black on this spread at all. So it's very minimally black and much more about the color. So I grabbed some stat stickers I had in color to bring in, and now I'm just looking for maybe one more item here to put in the sidebar where I can put some weekly goals. So I looked in a couple of my rainbow books, and the Cool to Be Kind sticker book had a pretty close vibe as far as the color scheme. You know, there's different shades of rainbow from the Happy Planner. I have a rainbow, I think it's Rainbow Dreams, which is a really bold rainbow color scheme, and that didn't quite work. And then I have some pastel ones that just didn't really quite work. So the Cool to Be Kind was the closest one I had in my stash to like the rainbow coloring I had from Girl Boss Anna. I've matched that up pretty well, I think, and now we're ready to move things over onto the sheet. I'm going to go ahead and white out the middle lines between the days in this one box here, and that's where I'm going to put a majority of the decor. I'm also going to go ahead and white out just the top area here in the sidebar, the dotted lines that I have here, so that the quote is nice and clean in the background and easy to read. I was going to combine two boxes, but I just decided to keep it simple with that one center box holding all of the decor. And then below it, I will put in the workouts for each day. I might add some more color in as the week goes by, maybe with some highlighters or something else in that workout area, since it's the only box that really doesn't have any color added into it in that rainbow theme. So I'm moving over the sidebar now and just trying to get the placement right for all of the elements. A little bit of hangover here with the clear sticker I'll trim off. And I'll start moving over just these longer strips here. Decided I didn't want them to all be the same look and feel, so I varied how I combined the two halves of each of the swatches, and also like how high or low I was placing it within the box, kind of mimicking that variation that you see above with the other swatches. I didn't do a very good job with cutting some of these, so I just had to do a little trim out there so that it was a nice straight line. And now we're moving on to the right hand side. Just going to go ahead and lay those guys in. Overall, the spread really was easy once I figured out what I wanted to do. And I'm going to go ahead and drop in these stat stickers now. I'll talk a little bit more about what I saw other planner babes doing with these washi strips. I saw some flowers. There was some like sunset backgrounds I saw. Lots of really cool watercolor layering, like behind items with just various colors. Just some really cool ideas. So definitely excited to see what else can be created with these. She has so many color options on her website. I got these 2 sets and a couple of sampler sheets just so that I could, see what options she had, but there's a lot more there to try out. And there's so many of them on each roll, it's like you're never going to run out, which is really nice. It gives you the freedom to really play around with them and get creative without feeling like you're wasting your money. I will, of course, put her information down below in the description. If you are interested, do check it out. So on this side, I wanted to make some adjustments because when I originally set it up, I was really moving things around a lot and trying different elements. So the final design that I had there wasn't quite as final as I wanted it to be. I decided I wanted to encompass all of this decor variation of swatches within the box. I didn't want anything falling outside of the box at all. So I had to remove one of the swatches and then kind of reposition things so that everything was properly placed within the box itself. That kind of led to some things feeling a little bit misaligned or just a little bit off. So then I needed to go back and do some relayering and adding in another swatch. One of the really good things about these is that they do not stick hard to the paper. So they are flexible as far as peeling them back up and repositioning them, which I really appreciate, since a lot of the stickers that I have gotten from the Happy Planner, they just stick really firmly to my sheets of paper, and then once I try to make an adjustment, it requires me to use some undo, or I have to really go slow, and then even then sometimes I just pick up a little bit of the page. So really like that these are repositionable. And on this side, I'm just going to go ahead and roll off this section all at once, since I knew what I was doing by this point. And then just make some small adjustments, but overall have it set in, and really that's pretty much it. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, please give it a thumbs up down below. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you'd like to get in touch. And think about subscribing to my channel as well if you haven't already, if you'd like to see more of my videos. Thanks so much for watching. I really appreciate it, and we'll see you next time. Bye!